Siddhartha Gautama had a disciple named Chakshupal. Chaksha means eyes and Hupal was blind. Once Chakshupal went to Jetwan with the desire to see Buddha. After paying homage to Gautama Buddha, he stayed at the hermitage for a night. Chakshupal was walking outside his room at the hermitage, deeply absorbed in walking meditation. As he walked, some ants were inadvertently crushed under his feet. Since Chakshupal was blind, he couldn't see these ants on the ground. The next morning, when the other disciples of the monastery passed by and saw the dead ants in front of Chakshupal's room, they started criticizing him for creating bad karma. They went to Buddha to complain about Chakshupal. Upon hearing the disciples' complaint, Buddha asked them if they had seen Chakshupal crushing ants with their own eyes. All the disciples denied it, saying they hadn't seen anything with their own eyes. However, the dead ants were in front of Chakshupal's room, leading them to believe that he must have done it. Buddha then explained that just as they hadn't witnessed Chakshupal crushing ants with their own eyes, Chakshupal hadn't seen those ants walking on the ground because he was blind. Therefore, Chakshupal wasn't guilty of this unintentional act. Buddha further told the disciples that Chakshupal had attained enlightenment and, as an enlightened being, couldn't harbor violent feelings towards any living being. The disciples then asked Buddha why Chakshupal was blind and if he had attained enlightenment. Buddha went on to tell them the story of Chakshupal's past life. In his previous life, Chakshupal was a renowned physician who treated people with herbal remedies. He was skilled and could heal people quickly. One day, a woman came to him seeking treatment for her eyes, which had been blinded by an illness. She promised to become his slave for life if her eyes were completely healed. Chakshupal treated her, and her eyes began to recover. However, out of fear of becoming a lifelong slave, the woman lied to him, claiming that her eyes weren't healing and needed more medicine. In response, Chakshupal gave her a medicine that left her blind for life as punishment for breaking her promise. Buddha explained that Chakshupal's blindness in this life was a result of the bad karma he had accumulated in his past life. Buddha concluded by teaching his disciples the importance of intentions behind actions. He emphasized that a human being's tendencies are born from the mind. Good actions with good intentions lead to happiness, while bad actions with bad intentions result in sorrow. Buddha's sermon on the law of karma left a profound impact on his disciples, and many of them attained enlightenment that day. The story highlights the importance of intentions in our actions and the consequences of our deeds, whether they are good or bad, based on our intentions. In our lives, the law of karma is always in play, determining the outcomes of our actions. Whether good or bad, our actions have roots in our intentions. Therefore, it is crucial to act with pure and positive intentions. Consider the example of two people using a knife. A thief stabs someone with a knife to commit a crime, while a doctor uses a knife to perform a life-saving surgery. Both actions involve using a knife to cut, but their intentions behind the actions are entirely different. The thief's action is considered bad karma due to harmful intent, while the doctor's action is considered good karma as it aims to save a life. Our intentions matter greatly, and we should always strive to act with kindness, compassion, and good intentions in our hearts. Even if we make mistakes, a pure heart can mitigate the consequences. The story of Chakshupal inadvertently crushing ants under his feet illustrates this principle. He harbored no ill intentions, so he wasn't held accountable for the unintentional act. Intentions are at the core of our karmic actions, and we must be mindful of them before engaging in any action. Remember that you have the freedom to choose your actions, but once those actions are taken, you are bound by their consequences. Therefore, be cautious, cultivate positive intentions, and make choices that lead to good karma and positive outcomes. May this teaching on the law of karma guide you to lead a life filled with understanding, security, and joy, free from the burdens of negative karma. If you enjoyed this video and want more inspiring content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means a lot to us, and it helps us continue sharing valuable stories and insights. Just click that subscribe button below.